You don't need to work harder, you need to work smarter. Let's build your rich mindset. Together on Rich Mindset Master. Imagine growing up feeling truly unstoppable, unafraid to take risks, pursue your passions, and achieve greatness. This is the reality we want for our children, Maya, Poppy, Della, Felix, Jude, and Hugo. The truth is, being good just isn't enough. To truly succeed, you need to push yourself further, strive for excellence, and aim high. Research shows that our brains are wired with the potential to achieve confidence, but only if we know how to tap into it. Unfortunately, women often face unique challenges when it comes to building confidence. Societal expectations, past experiences, and outdated stereotypes can all hold us back. But here's the thing, you don't have to be held back by these obstacles. You have the power to overcome them and build confidence from scratch. It starts with learning new skills, adopting healthier habits, and cultivating the growth mindset. It's not about changing who you are, it's about unlocking your full potential. So let's break free from the limitations that hold us back. Let's choose to believe in ourselves, our abilities, and our worth. Together, we can create a world where every child, regardless of their background or circumstances, grows up feeling unstoppable, embracing failure as fuel for success. In our pursuit of achievement, we often focus on avoiding failure at all costs. But what if we turned this mindset on its head? What if we saw failure not as a setback, but as an opportunity to learn and improve? We're drawn to individuals who embody courage and resilience, those who take risks, challenge the status quo, and push beyond perceived limits. These visionaries inspire us to dream big and strive for greatness. This book is about breaking free from self-imposed barriers, building unshakable confidence, and unlocking your full potential. Meet Susan, a young woman with an infectious spark that propels her towards success. When you possess this intangible quality, the world becomes your playground. Limitless possibilities await. However, Susan's story takes an unexpected turn. Despite possessing boundless creativity and ideas, she struggles to share them with others. She confesses to staying hidden in the shadows, too afraid to take center stage. Her nights are filled with sleepless anxiety as she wrestles with self-doubt. But what if we reframed failure not as a source of fear, but as a catalyst for growth? What if Susan and all of us could learn to harness our doubts and fears to fuel our pursuit of excellence? Join me on this journey as we explore the transformative power of embracing failure. Let's shatter the illusion that success is solely about avoiding mistakes. Instead, let's discover how to use every setback as a stepping stone towards greatness. Imagine standing in front of a crowd, your heart racing with every word. The fear of being ridiculed hangs over you like a shadow. But what if we told you that one of history's most influential voices faced similar struggles? Meet Susan B. Anthony, the pioneering force behind women's suffrage in the United States. Anthony dedicated her life to a 50-year crusade for female voting rights, facing rejection and skepticism at every turn. Yet she persevered, armed with determination and a sharp sense of style. She bravely faced male-dominated audiences, conquering her own fears along the way and becoming an extraordinary public speaker in the process. What made Anthony's journey so remarkable? It was her unwavering commitment to her cause. Decades of advocacy paid off, leaving behind a lasting legacy that continues to inspire today. Though she passed away in 1906, her impact on history remains strong. But Susan B. Anthony is not alone in her story. There are countless individuals around the world who face similar challenges every day, whether it's fighting for education reform or advocating for human rights. Their voices matter, and with determination and perseverance, they can make a lasting difference too. In a world where adversity often seems insurmountable, one young woman's unwavering determination serves as a beacon of hope. Growing up in modern-day Pakistan, Malala Yousafzai faced countless challenges that could have easily derailed her ambitions. Yet she refused to be silenced. Key points: Malala's courage was fueled by a fierce passion for education and a refusal to let anything stand in her way. At 14, she survived a near-fatal shooting attempt by extremists, but it only strengthened her resolve. Despite the Taliban's threats to kill her, Malala continued to speak out against their oppressive regime. Her message was clear: education is a fundamental human right that no one should be denied. But what makes Malala's story truly remarkable is its broader significance. Our courage isn't just about individual bravery, it's about sparking a movement for change. By standing up for her own rights, Malala inspired countless others to do the same. She showed us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, one person can make a difference. So, what can we learn from Malala's remarkable journey? We can see that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in spite of it. We can be inspired by her unwavering commitment to education and human rights. And we can take action ourselves just as Malala did to create a more just and equitable world for all. Imagine a world where determination and conviction can overcome even the greatest of obstacles. For Malala Yousafzai and Rosa Parks, this isn't just a concept, it's a way of life. These two women, separated by a century, share an unshakable confidence in their abilities that propels them forward every day. It's not just a feeling, it's a potent force that drives them to take action even when the odds are stacked against them. But for many women, this kind of confidence is elusive. Despite their accomplishments and credentials, they often struggle to break through barriers and achieve their full potential. We've spent years researching Womenomics, documenting the positive changes happening in the lives of women who are adding value to companies and finding balance. Yet, time and again, we encountered a common roadblock, a lack of confidence that held them back from reaching new heights. Take a successful investment banker, for instance. She shared with us her struggles to overcome self-doubt and imposter syndrome despite her impressive credentials. The question is, what's holding women like this back? Is it the system, or is it something more fundamental? The answer lies in recognizing that confidence is not just a feeling, it's a choice. It's a decision to trust yourself, your abilities, and your vision for success. So let's redefine what we mean by confidence. Let's make it a choice, not a feeling. Let's empower women to take control of their own destinies, to believe in themselves, and to drive change from within. The world needs more Malalas and Rosa's women who are unafraid to challenge the status quo and push boundaries. Join us in this movement to reclaim confidence as a powerful tool for success. Together, let's unleash a new wave of leadership that is driven by conviction, determination, and an unwavering faith in oneself. The time is now to rewrite the narrative on what it means to be confident and to unleash the full potential of women around the world. In a world where accomplishments and achievements often define us, there's a growing realization that even the most successful among us can struggle with an unexpected emotion: self-doubt. We're talking about women who have shattered glass ceilings, broken barriers, and achieved greatness in their respective fields. But behind the scenes, they are not immune to the same doubts and uncertainties that affect us all. Meet a trailblazing engineer, a true pioneer in her industry who's been leading the way for decades. Yet, with the biggest project of her career on the horizon, she's questioning whether she's truly up to the task. What does it say about our culture when someone like this expresses doubt about their own abilities? Is it a sign of vulnerability or weakness? We've spent 2 decades exploring the world of American politics, and in that time, we've had the privilege of sitting down with some of the most influential women in the country. They are known for their leadership, vision, and strength, but what we've discovered is that even these remarkable individuals are not immune to self-doubt. It's a phenomenon that affects us all, regardless of our profession or position. Surround ourselves with confident people, friends, colleagues, mentors who exude self-assurance. But what happens when that facade cracks? When the mask slips and we're left facing our own doubts and fears? In our latest project, we've uncovered a surprising truth. Women in positions of power are struggling with self-doubt. From politicians to CEOs, they are just as vulnerable as anyone else. It's a reminder that success is not a guarantee against uncertainty, and that even the most accomplished among us can benefit from embracing vulnerability. So what does this mean for us? It means that we need to redefine what it means to be strong, confident, and successful. It means that we need to create spaces where people feel comfortable expressing their doubts without fear of judgment or rejection. And it means that we need to recognize the value of vulnerability in leadership, rather than trying to hide behind a mask of perfection. Join us as we explore this complex issue further and discover how embracing self-doubt can actually be a catalyst for growth, innovation, and success. Women in leadership positions often express a sense of not quite belonging at the top. They struggle with a lingering feeling that they don't fully own their right to lead. It's a paradox. Many of these incredibly capable women lack confidence in their abilities. Their self-doubt holds them back, making it difficult for them to trust themselves and their decisions. The fear of being judged is a major obstacle. Fear of being seen as weak or vulnerable can be paralyzing. Women may hesitate to express themselves, fearing they'll sound stupid or arrogant. They might attribute their successes to luck rather than their own skills and hard work. And stepping out of their comfort zones to try something new can fill them with anxiety. These are familiar feelings, ones we've all experienced at some point. Imagine 2 women, Kathy and Claire, sitting down for dinner. One has just landed a high-profile promotion, the other is considering taking a risk on a new business venture. They are both thinking, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? It's time to reframe our mindset around vulnerability and self-doubt. We don't have to let fear hold us back from reaching our full potential. By acknowledging and working through these doubts, we can build the confidence and resilience needed to succeed in leadership roles. The unseen imposter complex, a conversation that changes everything. Imagine 2 accomplished women, Kathy and Claire, sitting down to discuss their careers. They'd known each other for years, but this conversation was different. It sparked a revelation that would challenge everything they thought they knew. Kathy had it all on paper: top university, good degree, multiple languages under her belt. Yet she felt like an imposter when competing with the big shots in journalism. She doubted her intelligence, wondering if she just wasn't smart enough to make it to the top. Claire was taken aback by Katie's admission. It seemed implausible, almost laughable. But as she reflected on her own experiences, she realized that she too had been harboring similar doubts for years. She'd often deferred to her male colleagues, assuming they knew best because of their position and authority. But what if those loud and confident voices on TV aren't as sure of themselves as they seem? What if they're just as uncertain, but hiding behind a mask of confidence? Does that mean they have the right to dominate conversations? There's more to this story than meets the eye. Are we only hearing isolated stories about women who doubt their abilities, or is it a widespread phenomenon? The truth is, many women struggle with an unseen imposter complex feeling, like they don't belong, despite all evidence to the contrary. It's time to shine a light on this issue and start a conversation that can change everything. By acknowledging our own doubts and fears, we can begin to break free from the constraints of self-doubt and take control of our careers. So let's ask ourselves, what if we're not alone in feeling like imposters? What if we could harness our collective power to create a more inclusive and supportive work environment? Join us in exploring this crucial conversation, and together let's challenge the status quo. Unraveling the mystery of confidence, are we nurturing or crushing it? Have you ever wondered why women often struggle with self-doubt while men seem more confident? Or is there something deeper at play? What exactly is confidence, and how does it impact our lives? Is it truly essential for happiness and success, or are we mistakenly assuming its importance? As we delve into the intricate world of confidence, a surprising question arises: are we cultivating self-assurance in our children, or inadvertently crushing their potential? This inquiry sparked our latest investigation. Our journey led us down a rabbit hole of discovery, where every conversation and answer revealed a complex truth. Confidence is not just a vital component of life, but also an intricate puzzle. We spoke with scientists who have spent years studying the intricacies of confidence in animal subjects, neurologists who suggested that our genetic makeup plays a significant role, and psychologists who shed light on how self-assurance influences every aspect of our lives. We consulted experts from diverse fields, historians and philosophers who emphasized that confidence stems from the choices we make, and athletes who demonstrated the power of mental toughness. Through these conversations, one thing became clear: confidence is not an innate trait, but a skill that can be developed and nurtured. So what does this mean for us? It means that we have the power to shape our children's self-assurance and, in turn, their futures. By understanding the intricacies of confidence and making informed choices, we can help our kids build unshakable self-belief. The question now is, will you be a catalyst for confidence or a stumbling block? Imagine a world where confidence knows no bounds, where individuals can thrive without being held back by self-doubt or external criticism. But what does it really take to cultivate this unshakable sense of self-assurance? We spoke with women who embody confidence and those who struggle with it, as well as men who support them in their lives. What we discovered is that the journey to confidence is not a one-size-fits-all solution. While many of our findings apply equally to both sexes, there's a unique dynamic at play for women. For years, They've been subjected to a barrage of messages telling them to be more, do more, and achieve more often without recognizing their inherent worth. It's time to challenge these narratives and break free from the constraints that hold us back. We've made significant progress, but it's clear that we still have a long way to go. Rather than accepting outdated stereotypes or excuses for our limitations, let's focus on empowering each other to reach our full potential. Imagine being on an emotional seesaw, constantly torn between your love for your family and your desire to make a meaningful impact in the world. This is the reality many women face every day as their maternal instincts pull them in opposite directions. But there's something more at play here, a deeper issue that affects not just mothers, but ambitious women everywhere. It's the silent killer of self-doubt. Women with great ideas and passion for leadership often find themselves hesitating to take charge, waiting for someone else to lead the way. We see it in meetings where bright women sit quietly, hoping their ideas will be noticed. We see it in campaigns where passionate leaders struggle to ask for support or funding. And we even see it in conscientious mothers who step aside, thinking someone else will pick up the challenge. This lack of self-belief holds us back from achieving our full potential and makes it harder to overcome other obstacles in our path. But there's one group that exemplifies the power of collective action, the PTA. These unsung heroes work tirelessly behind the scenes, making a real difference in their communities. So why do women often doubt themselves even when they know they are right? It seems like a paradox, but it's a symptom of a larger issue. By acknowledging and addressing this self-doubt, we can unlock our true potential and create positive change in the world around us. Confidence, the double-edged sword of self-doubt in our lives. Confidence is a paradox. It can sound certain even when we're uncertain, but this complex relationship with self-assurance affects us far beyond the workplace. It seeps into our personal relationships and moments where we should feel most at ease. Take public speaking, for instance. You always wanted to deliver that heartfelt toast at your best friend's birthday party, haven't you? Yet, standing before 30 people can freeze your mind. A few stumbling words are all that escape, followed by the crushing feeling of disappointment. Or consider a college experience where fear held back potential. Perhaps you thought you'd be brave enough to run for class president, but asking others to vote for you seemed too arrogant. The weight of self-doubt can silence even the boldest intentions. Even in everyday interactions, we struggle with asserting ourselves. Your brother-in-law spouts sexist views, yet calling him out might make you seem pushy or aggressive. He seems so confident, so sure of himself, but is he truly? Points. Our relationship with confidence is complex and multifaceted. Self-doubt can creep into areas where we normally feel most confident. Fear of being perceived as arrogant or aggressive holds us back from asserting ourselves. It's time to break free from the constraints of self-doubt. Recognize that true confidence comes not from a lack of vulnerability, but from embracing it. By acknowledging and overcoming our fears, we can unlock our potential and become more authentic, courageous versions of ourselves. Take the first step today. Challenge yourself to speak up, even when it's uncomfortable. You might be surprised by the impact your voice can have. Imagine if you could break free from the limitations holding you back and unlock your full potential. What's stopping you from achieving your goals? Is it a nagging voice in your head, whispering doubts and fears? Think about all the things you've always wanted to say or do but never mustered the courage. It's often a lack of confidence that gets in the way. Without it, we're left with unfulfilled desires and excuses running through our minds. The cycle can be exhausting, frustrating, and even depressing. Whether you're navigating a demanding career or just trying to make ends meet, wouldn't it be liberating to shake off those doubts and take control? Do you find yourself anxious about pursuing your passions, held back by self-doubt? You're not alone. The truth is, we need to stop letting fear hold us hostage. We need to start taking action, even if it means embracing uncertainty and the possibility of failure. It's time to stop apologizing for ourselves and start believing in our abilities. It's not that women aren't capable of succeeding, it's just that we often underestimate our own strength and resilience. We want everything to be perfect, but perfection is a myth. The fear of getting something wrong can paralyze us, preventing us from even trying. But what if you could rewire your mindset? What if you could silence the doubts and trust yourself to succeed? It starts with taking that first step, no matter how small it may seem. Will you join me in breaking free from the limitations holding you back and unlocking a brighter future? Imagine a world where every risk you take brings you closer to achieving your dreams, where every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. That's the power of embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. Here are some key facts that illustrate just how far women have come. 7 out of 10 new businesses are founded by women who are also excelling in college and graduate school, outpacing men in many areas. We're not just breaking glass ceilings, we're shattering them. Women control over 80% of consumer spending, and by 2018, our earning power will surpass that of our husbands. But despite these incredible achievements, we often hold ourselves back with self-doubt. It's time to shift our mindset and channel our energy into action instead of anxiety. We're not just capable, we're unstoppable. With half of the workforce now female, the gap in middle management is closing at an unprecedented rate. The truth is, women are already leading the way. We've proven ourselves to be just as competent, if not more so, than our male counterparts. It's time to stop questioning our worth and start embracing our potential. Let's harness this momentum and keep pushing forward together. Imagine a world where potential is limitless and everyone has an equal chance to succeed. But right now, that vision seems distant. Numbers show alarmingly small growth at the top levels, and it's clear we're not reaching our full potential. Women often lack role models in positions of power, making it hard for them to envision a future where they hold such roles themselves. This is what Marie Wilson, a veteran of women's movements, once astutely observed: when a man looks into the mirror, he sees himself as a senator. A woman would never be so bold. Her words highlight an unsettling reality. Even accomplished individuals struggle with self-acceptance. We frequently fail to acknowledge our own achievements, fearing others will see through us and expose us as imposters. This anxiety can be intense for women who have reached great heights, leaving them feeling like they are merely pretending to be competent. But here's the crucial point: this insecurity doesn't disappear with success, it persists. It's time to break free from this cycle of self-doubt. By embracing our accomplishments and supporting one another, we can shatter the glass ceiling that holds us back. We must start believing in ourselves, our abilities, and each other's potential. The future is waiting. Let's seize it together. Imagine success as a mythical realm you can't quite reach. We've all been there moments when self-doubt creeps in and whispers, "You're not good enough." It's like being stuck at the gates of a mystical kingdom, gazing longingly at the treasures within. For many women, this feeling is a constant companion. Consider Sheryl Sandberg, whose groundbreaking book Lean In was already stirring controversy before its publication. Yet, even as she stood poised on the cusp of greatness, Sandberg struggled with self-doubt. She's not alone. Many of us have woken up to the nagging suspicion that we're merely pretending to be someone we shouldn't. We often attribute our successes to luck or the kindness of strangers. But what if I told you that's a coping mechanism? A way to sidestep the uncomfortable truth: success is hard-earned, and every achievement is a testament to your own strength. The fraud syndrome, a term coined by sociologist Peggy McIntosh, highlights the ways in which privilege and oppression can erode our confidence. It's a phenomenon that manifests in unexpected places, like conferences where women feel compelled to apologize or qualify their words before sharing their insights. But here's the thing: you don't have to let self-doubt define your journey. You can choose to face it head-on, to acknowledge its presence without letting it dictate your path. By doing so, you'll not only shatter the myth of success, but also discover a sense of purpose and belonging that's uniquely yours. It's time to rewrite the narrative, to see success as something within reach rather than an unattainable dream. So, take a deep breath, stand tall, and remember, your worth is not measured by external validation, but by the courage to pursue your passions with authenticity and resilience. Imagine being at the forefront of your career, yet questioning your own abilities. You are not alone. Research shows that women consistently underestimate their readiness for power, second-guessing themselves and doubting their competence. This phenomenon is particularly striking in leadership settings. Key statistics reveal a stark contrast between men's and women's confidence levels. Women are more likely to feel uncertain about their jobs, worry about performance on tests, and fear being passed over for promotions. These doubts often stem from unclear expectations and a perceived need to cause no trouble. The issue lies not in the effort or talent, but in the lack of clarity around what it takes to succeed. Women frequently assume that hard work alone will lead to recognition and reward. However, as they watch men around them advance and earn higher salaries, they begin to realize that something more is at play. It's not about capability. Often, men are just as competent as women. The disparity lies in confidence, a sense of self-assurance that comes from embracing one's strengths and navigating the complexities of leadership with ease. Men tend to have this comfort level, while women frequently struggle to find their footing. The time has come to break down these barriers and build confidence in ourselves. It starts by acknowledging the gap between men's and women's self-perception and taking steps to bridge it. By doing so, we can create a more inclusive and equitable work environment where everyone has an equal chance to thrive. Building confidence with authenticity. When confidence shines through, it can be a powerful thing. Women who exude self-assurance, whether it's confidence or their own unique version of it, are often noticed and rewarded. However, there's a crucial distinction to make. How men express confidence is frequently at odds with how women do. In fact, when men dominate conversations, interrupt others, or throw their weight around, many women find this behavior unappealing and even off-putting. We've all tried to tap into that bold, assertive side of ourselves, but it just doesn't feel authentic. It's time to acknowledge the complexity of being a woman. We can't be reduced to a single stereotype. It's essential to recognize that women are not a monolith. Some have already discovered what makes them tick and are thriving, while others may still be on their journey of self-discovery, and that's perfectly okay. The common thread among most women is a genuine interest in exploring and expressing themselves with confidence without sacrificing their unique personality or values. Key points: confidence looks different for men and women. Women often find assertive behavior unappealing. Being authentic is key to building genuine self-assurance. Women are not a monolith. Individuality is valued. Take action today. Don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, focus on cultivating your unique strengths and passions. By embracing your authentic self, you'll build confidence that truly shines through without sacrificing your values or identity. Take the first step towards unlocking your full potential and discover a more confident, empowered version of yourself. Imagine if you could unlock your full potential and make a meaningful impact on the world. For countless women, this isn't just a dream, it's a necessity. Despite our differences, we're all connected by a common goal: to succeed in a society that often doesn't have our best interests at heart. The traditional male model of success may not fit every woman, but that shouldn't hold us back from striving for greatness. We can't afford to give up on ourselves or each other. The stakes are too high. Every opportunity we miss out on is an opportunity lost, a potential breakthrough left unexplored. As we delved into academic research and real-life stories, one thing became clear: what women need is a blueprint for confidence, a code that empowers us to take action, to seize opportunities, and to make our mark. Meet Vanessa, a talented fundraiser who's made a name for herself in her field. With an impressive track record of raising significant funds for her nonprofit organization, she thought she knew what to expect from her annual review. But then came the bombshell. Despite her outstanding achievements, Vanessa was told that her contributions, no matter how valuable, were somehow lacking. The message was clear: as a woman, she didn't quite fit the mold of success. But we know this isn't just about one person or one story, it's about all of us. It's time to challenge these outdated expectations and create our own definition of success. We're on a mission to uncover new paths, to break down barriers, and to build a world where every woman can thrive. Join us as we embark on this journey together, and let's rewrite the rules, one confident step at a time. As you strive to rise through the ranks and become a senior leader, you may find yourself stuck in a familiar pattern, excelling at fundraising, but hesitating to make decisions that might not be perfect. You're not alone. Many women struggle with this very dilemma. But what if I told you that being perfect is actually holding you back? That the pursuit of flawlessness can lead to indecision and stagnation? Here are some key points to consider. That pressure to be perfect can paralyze your decision-making, causing you to miss critical opportunities. Perfectionism can be a double-edged sword. While it drives excellence, it also fosters fear of failure and hesitation. As a leader, your team needs you to make tough decisions quickly, not agonize over every detail. So what's the solution? It starts with acknowledging that perfection is not always necessary. In fact, research shows that our brains are wired to respond better to good enough solutions rather than ideal ones. By letting go of the need for flawlessness and embracing a more pragmatic approach, you can unlock your full potential as a leader. Don't let the pursuit of perfection hold you back from achieving greatness. Take the first step towards becoming a confident decision maker by recognizing that sometimes good is indeed good enough. Unlocking your true potential, imagine reaching new heights, achieving more than you ever thought possible. That's what confidence can do for you. But what is confidence really? We spoke with experts in the field and uncovered some surprising insights. It turns out, confidence isn't just about feeling good about yourself or pretending to be someone else. It's about genuinely believing in your abilities and being true to who you are. And here's a crucial distinction: bravado is not the same as confidence. Bravado is all about putting on a show, while confidence is rooted in self-assurance. But what if we told you that confidence isn't just a mindset? It's not something you can simply conjure up with affirmations or self-help exercises. The truth is, building confidence requires more than just positive thinking. It demands a deeper understanding of yourself and your strengths. So, how do you cultivate real confidence? By acknowledging and embracing your weaknesses, for one, and by recognizing that success isn't the only measure of achievement. In fact, we found that success doesn't necessarily equal confidence. There are many examples of people who have achieved great things but still struggle with self-doubt. The good news is that you don't have to be held back by uncertainty or self-doubt. By taking a more nuanced approach to building confidence, you can unlock your true potential and achieve the success you've always dreamed of. So what are you waiting for? Take the first step towards unlocking your confidence today. Think about it. We've all met people who seem to effortlessly achieve their goals, yet still grapple with self-doubt. It's as if there's an invisible threshold between feeling capable and actually being confident, and crossing it isn't always easy. What's even more surprising is that research reveals confidence trumps competence when it comes to getting ahead. We've spent our lives striving for competence, but it turns out that's just the starting point. The unsettling truth is that some people are naturally born with more confidence than others. Genetics play a significant role in this, and we recently had ourselves tested to see where we stand. But here's what matters: having the right amount of confidence can be the difference between success and stagnation. And it gets even more interesting. Studies show that men and women's brains work differently, affecting our levels of confidence. So, how do you develop the confidence to take your goals to the next level? It's not just about natural talent or innate ability. The good news is that confidence can be cultivated, and we'll share some practical strategies for doing just that in our upcoming series. Here's your key to unlocking lasting confidence. Imagine having the self-assurance to take on any challenge that comes your way. It's a game changer, and yet it's not just about luck or genetics. Research reveals that our lives have a profound impact on the foundation of our confidence. While science plays a significant role in shaping our confidence, there's an art to it as well. But here's the exciting part: we can actually rewire our brains to boost our thoughts and behaviors. Studies show that with dedication and practice, our brain chemistry can shift, giving us the power to overcome self-doubt. The good news is that confidence isn't reserved for a select few. It's accessible to anyone, regardless of age. Psychologists have cracked the code. Volitional choice is key. What does this mean? Your choices hold the power to build or break your confidence. The beauty lies in the fact that you have complete control over how confident you want to be. With consistent effort, you can expand your self-assurance and unlock new possibilities. But here's a crucial warning: striving for perfection is a recipe for disaster. Instead, focus on progress, not perfection. By making conscious choices and practicing self-compassion, you'll discover that confidence is within reach. So, take the first step today and start building the unshakable confidence that will transform your life forever. Embracing failure, unlocking your full potential. Imagine having the courage to pursue your dreams without being held back by fear of failure. It's a mindset shift that can be transformative, and it all starts with preparation. You've probably heard of plasticity, but what does it really mean? Simply put, it's hope in action, the idea that with dedication, you can reshape your brain to become more confident. And women in particular have a reputation for being up for a challenge. We're not afraid of hard work, and we know that confidence is key. I've had the privilege of exploring the corridors of power, uncovering stories that need to be told, and witnessing firsthand how confidence can change lives. I've seen people who exude self-assurance, who believe in themselves and their abilities. They are not afraid to take risks, to try new things, and to learn from their mistakes. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to one thing: mindset. Some people assume success is within reach, and that gives them the courage to go after it with confidence. Others spend their time and energy dwelling on what might go wrong. And Mom, I've seen this play out in my own children. Those who feel free to express themselves, take risks, and learn from their mistakes are the ones who truly thrive. They are not held back by fear or self-doubt, but instead, they are empowered to try new things and discover their full potential. So, what's holding you back? Is it fear of failure? Lack of confidence? Whatever it is, remember that you have the power to change your mindset. You can start today by embracing the possibility of failure as a stepping stone to success. Take small steps towards building your confidence and watch how it transforms your life. Don't let fear hold you back any longer. Believe in yourself, take control, and unlock your full potential. The possibilities are endless, and with hope and determination, anything is possible. Embracing challenges as opportunities for growth in today's fast-paced world, many young people are held back by fear of consequences that haven't yet occurred. However, it's through facing challenges head-on and accumulating valuable lessons from trial and error that true learning happens. As women who have experienced firsthand the transformative power of confidence, we know that success isn't just about achieving something new, it's about feeling a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from using our abilities for good. We've met individuals with an infectious confidence who exude capability and connection to the world around them. But being good isn't enough. It takes courage to step into unknown territories where energy is palpable and opportunities abound. Take Washington, D.C. as Verizon Center. As you enter its massive sports complex, you're immediately immersed in a different universe. The pounding music, the electric atmosphere, it's an experience that can leave even the most seasoned individuals feeling inspired. So, what does it take to unlock this kind of confidence and fulfillment? It starts with embracing challenges, not shying away from them. By doing so, we open ourselves up to new experiences, connections, and opportunities for growth both personally and professionally. Imagine stepping into a packed arena surrounded by the pulsating rhythm of thumping bass and the electrifying sound of cheering crowds echoing down the halls. It's clear that something extraordinary is about to unfold. We set out to capture confidence in its purest form on the basketball court, where it's supposed to be a steady anchor amidst life's chaos. We assumed that confidence would shine brightly, unscathed by everyday struggles and societal expectations. But we were looking for more than just a glimpse of it. We wanted an honest portrayal of what true confidence really looks like. Something so clear-cut and compelling that it could shake up our mental maps and say, this is the way, this is where you're headed. We found ourselves at the opening practice of the Washington Mystics season, seeking to uncover the essence of confidence in action. As we walked into their practice court, a dingy basement transformed by the energy of these athletes, one thing became immediately apparent: the physical presence of these women. They tower above, with an average height of over 6 feet, and possess rock-solid arms that are the envy of many. But it's not just about size, it's about the confidence that radiates from within. Key points: the Washington Mystics 2013 season was a testament to their unwavering confidence on and off the court. Their physical presence, averaging over 6 feet tall with rock-solid arms, commanded attention. But it's not just about physical attributes, it's about the unshakable confidence that drives and call to action. So what can we learn from these extraordinary women? How can we tap into their unwavering confidence and apply it to our own lives? The answer lies in embracing our true selves, flaws and all. By doing so, we can unlock a deeper sense of self-assurance that will propel us forward no matter the challenges we face. Imagine walking onto a basketball court with an air of unshakable confidence, a sense that you're one of the best, that you've mastered the game. But let's be real, building that kind of confidence is not easy. We've all seen talented athletes who lack that extra spark, the bravado in business meetings, the bluster in politics, and even the posturing on factory floors. That confident exterior often hides a vulnerable core. It's an act carefully rehearsed to mask deep-seated doubts that we'd rather keep hidden. We thought sports would be different. We thought athletes would be immune to the pressures of performance anxiety. But it turns out, even in the world of professional sports, faking confidence can be a tough act to maintain, especially on the high-pressure basketball court. Those polished floors stretch 94 feet long and 50 feet wide, making you feel small. To win there, you need more than just natural ability. You need to believe in yourself, no matter what. Key points: building unshakable confidence is a challenging task. Even talented athletes can struggle with performance anxiety. The confident exterior often hides a vulnerable core. Professional sports are not immune to the pressures of faking confidence. Believe in yourself. Own the court. To succeed on the basketball court and in life, you need more than just talent. You need unwavering self-belief. It's time to stop pretending and start truly owning your abilities. Embracing mental toughness in competitive sports. Imagine being an athlete where every move is scrutinized, every shot analyzed, and every step measured, where perfection is the only standard that matters. But what's often overlooked in this pursuit of excellence is a crucial element that sets top performers apart: confidence. Sports psychologists have long emphasized the importance of self-belief in achieving success on the field. If confidence wasn't essential, their expertise would be redundant. The evidence is clear: athletes who trust themselves are more likely to excel under pressure. We're drawn to women's basketball as a platform to explore this fascinating dynamic. Meet the Washington Mystics a team determined to turn their season around. Their morning match was a testament to their grit and resilience, and intense, action-packed display that left little room for doubt. Despite facing two of the worst seasons in WNBA history, these players refuse to be defined by their past. Instead, they are focused on what lies ahead, driven by a fierce determination to succeed. Meet two Washingtonian women who are dominating the basketball scene, Monique Curry and Crystal Langhorne. Both have achieved incredible success, but it's their unique stories that truly set them apart. Key points: Monique Curry, or Mo as she's known to her teammates, is a local legend from Duke University. Her impressive skills on the court are undeniable. Crystal Langhorne is an unstoppable force with broad shoulders and determination etched on her face. She's transformed from a rookie into one of the league's top players. Both women have overcome obstacles to achieve their goals. Monique shone at prep school, while Crystal had to convince her father to let her play ball on Sundays. Their success is not just about natural talent, it's about hard work and perseverance. They've turned their passion into lucrative careers, with Crystal raking in big bucks thanks to her Under Armour endorsement deal. But this is more than just a story of individual achievement, it's a testament to the power of dedication and determination. So what can we learn from these two remarkable women? Their journey shows us that with unwavering commitment and a refusal to accept limitations, anything is possible. Imagine witnessing greatness unfold on the court. It's a moment that can leave you breathless, mesmerized by the sheer skill and dominance of the players. We were lucky enough to experience just such a moment when Monique and Crystal took to the floor. Their game was a masterclass in precision and power, with every move calculated to perfection. The passing was effortless, the fakes artful, and the three-point shots seemed almost inevitable. It was as if they were operating on autopilot, their minds free from doubt. One of our experts defines confidence as the purity of action produced by a mind free from doubt, and that's exactly what we saw. Monique and Crystal exuded an air of calm, collected assurance that was truly inspiring to watch. But here's the thing, even in the midst of triumph, practice is always just around the corner. It can bring you back down to earth with a jolt, reminding you that there's always room for improvement. We sat down with Monique and Crystal to talk about their journey, and what they had to say was both humbling and insightful. So what can we learn from these incredible athletes? How do they maintain their edge in the face of adversity? And what secrets do they hold that could help us all achieve our own goals and aspirations? Join us as we explore the world of Monique and Crystal and discover the keys to unlocking your own potential. In the world of professional sports, confidence is a fragile thing. It can make all the difference between victory and defeat. For Monique and her teammate Crystal, the glamour of being athletes had worn off, revealing something more vulnerable beneath. Without the court's dramatic backdrop and their sleek athletic gear, they seemed drained, just exceptionally tall, attractive young women. But with one simple change, swapping formal attire for a casual outfit, Monique transformed into a confident, intense woman. This transformation was more than just physical. It spoke to a deeper truth about confidence in high-pressure situations. As Monique herself put it, sometimes when you're on the field, it's easy to struggle with your confidence. The fear of failure can be paralyzing, making it hard to perform at our best. The key is to believe in ourselves, even when things aren't going right. This is a lesson that Monique and Crystal have learned firsthand. As Crystal nodded in agreement, the message was clear. Confidence isn't just about how we look or feel, it's about trusting ourselves to succeed no matter what challenges come our way. So, what can we learn from these exceptional athletes? The answer lies in their unwavering commitment to believing in themselves even when the stakes are high. By embracing this mindset, we too can unlock our full potential and achieve greatness. Imagine a young girl donning a Yankees cap, her face partially hidden as she shares an observation that resonates deeply. She speaks about the crippling effects of self-doubt on female players' confidence. If I have a bad game, I'll be thinking, oh no, we lost, and I'll feel like I didn't do enough for the team or for the fans. In stark contrast, she notes how male athletes tend to handle setbacks with ease. A guy has a bad game, he's just shrugging it off. The conversation highlights an intriguing dynamic. Men often assume they're superior, mistakes and criticism seemingly rolling off them like water. Crystal puts it succinctly: on the court, it's hard to say certain things or play rough. But why do men consistently assume superiority? Is it a product of societal pressures, cultural norms, or something more profound? Key points: female athletes often struggle with self-doubt and confidence issues. Male athletes tend to handle setbacks with greater ease. Societal expectations may contribute to this disparity. It's time for us to acknowledge these disparities and work towards creating a more inclusive environment, one where women are encouraged, supported, and valued equally. Confidence isn't just a trait, it's a myth. At least, that's what our assistant coach says about why women often struggle with hurt feelings. Guys just curse each other out and then forget about it, he claims. But Monique, one of our top players, begs to differ. When asked about her confidence levels, Monique rolls her eyes good-naturedly. People think I'm some kind of superhero, she says with a hint of exasperation. But the truth is, even the last bench warmer on the team has an ego just as big as the star player. She's right. In men's sports, it seems like every player thinks they're crucial to the team's success. But for women, it's different. If you're not playing a key role, your contribution often goes unnoticed. If you're not scoring goals or winning games, Monique says, then you might as well be invisible. It's a harsh understand the importance of self-discipline. They drive themselves to improve, yet know how to recover from setbacks with poise and determination. This dichotomy is not unique to male athletes. Women also face similar challenges in navigating their own mental game. As a coach, I've struggled with this balance myself, holding on to mistakes or losses for far too long. A tendency to dwell on what could have been done differently can be overwhelming. However, it's essential to release the past and focus on moving forward, learning from mistakes, and starting anew. This is precisely where the journey to peak performance begins. Crystal, an 8-season WNBA veteran at 30 years old, shares her own experience with this struggle. I still grapple with letting go of a missed shot, despite knowing I've put in the effort. It's an adjustment to shift focus to the next play. Here's how it really is. Even the most confident women in sports struggle with self-doubt. I should know, I've been there myself. Women often feel like they need to please everyone, which can hold them back from reaching their full potential. I experienced this firsthand last season when I was so focused on making others happy that I lost sight of what truly mattered: my own game. It's not just me. Many women in sports struggle with this same issue. With spoke to Monique and Crystal, two confident players who seemed unstoppable on the court. But beneath their swagger and confidence, they revealed a different story. They talked about overthinking, people-pleasing, and anxiety, all common struggles that can impact performance and happiness. It's clear that even in our idealized world of female sports stars, these issues are still present. But here's the thing: by acknowledging and addressing these challenges head-on, women in sports can break free from self-doubt and unlock their true potential. They can develop the confidence to play better, to be more themselves on and off the court. So let's change the narrative. Let's celebrate the imperfections and vulnerabilities that make us human. Let's create a culture where women in sports feel empowered to speak up, to ask for help, and to support one another. Together, we can shatter the expectations of what it means to be strong, confident, and unstoppable. Imagine being pushed beyond your limits, forced to confront and overcome fear, and emerge stronger because of it. That's exactly what happens in one of the most demanding environments on Earth, the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team, or EOD crew. In this elite group, women like Officer Michaela Bailata are not only accepted but thrive alongside men. They are part of an extraordinary world where self-doubt is not an option. To join the EOD team, you need to be exceptional, top-notch in every way. The selection process is grueling, pushing candidates to their absolute limits. What can we learn from these women who excel in this high-stakes environment? For one, they've mastered the art of letting go of defeats and moving forward with confidence. They understand that setbacks are opportunities for growth, not excuses for self-doubt. By embracing challenges head-on, they build unshakable self-assurance. So what can we take away from their experiences? How do these women develop and maintain such unwavering confidence in the face of adversity? The answer lies in their ability to push past comfort zones and confront fear directly. It's not about being fearless. It's about being brave enough to face your fears and emerge stronger because of them. If you're struggling with self-doubt or feeling held back by past defeats, take a cue from the EOD crew. They show us that confidence is not something we either have or don't. It's something we can develop and strengthen over time. By facing our fears, pushing beyond comfort zones, and embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, we too can build unshakable self-assurance. The question is, what's holding you back from believing in yourself? Is it fear of failure? Fear of the unknown? Whatever it may be, know that you have the power to overcome it. Take the first step today towards building confidence that will propel you forward no matter what challenges lie ahead. Your mindset shapes your future. Subscribe for more tips, and let's master success together. See you next time.